Good evening, everybody. I'm Derek Michaud, and it is time to go flush in the pocket. Presented by Brunswick, sponsored by Just in Time Recreation. Check them out at justintimebowl.com. And of course, they have a lot of work to do to recover, rebound from the horrible tragedy of a couple weeks ago. Lots of fundraisers going on, lots of things going on. Again, our thoughts are with the people that were affected by that tragedy in Lewiston, Maine. And I say Maine, obviously, because I'm in Orono, Maine, but that was a lot of people don't know, may not know that I'm in Maine. But anyway, so hopefully everybody is having a good day. We're just waiting for Matt Ogle to get on. And I might message him and see if it is still a thing tonight. If it is not, it's okay. Let's see here. Hold on. While we wait for him, let me actually invite and go from there. While we wait for him, I will be going over the PBA Tour schedule. And I'm actually also going to do it again on, I want to say, we'll have to figure it out, but I will definitely do it maybe Thursday. Something like that. Maybe actually, we'll figure it out. You might see me come on, might even be tomorrow night. Let's do it tomorrow night. I don't know. To be determined. There's a Bruins game on tomorrow night. So anyway, we're going to take a look at it right now. And I'm going to keep my screen open for Mr. Ogle. What I want to look at first is the Players' Championship, the finals. When was the last time the Players' Championship was on a Monday, the finals? That's awesome. You know, when you would watch bowling in the 90s, you never saw bowling on a Monday, especially professional bowling. You might see it as something else, but professional bowling on a Monday, yeah, especially the Players' Championship. That's it's going to be awesome. So that is in, let's see where, I'm not sure where that is, but it's all right. Monday, January 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be awesome. That's so great. January 15. So I don't think I can go to the bowling alley that day. January 15, I'm going to be busy. And so that's awesome. Oh. All right. So Matt Ogle will be on his way. And maybe let's see. So after the Players Championship, the Elite League at Indianapolis, that's going to be Saturday, February 3rd. And that's at 4:00 on FS1. US Open, Saturday, February 4 on FS1 from Indy. And Saturday, February 10. The Illinois Classic. I love this. Saturday, February 10. Finally, PBA is on Saturday. And it's in prime time. So, there you go. I mean, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. And then Sunday, February 18, you have the Missouri Classic. That's on FS1. I love this. You have a lot of these are just, I mean, this is awesome. More telecasts on Fox Sports 1. That is incredible. I can't wait for that. The Missouri Classic, like I think that's great. All right. So then you have Delaware. That is on Sunday, March 3rd. And then you have Friday, March 15, the All-Star class, the All-Star event. And then Saturday, Sunday, March 15, 16, and 17. So there you go. All right. Then you have the Elite League in Las Vegas, Saturday, March 30th. I'll be home by then, I think. I'll be home by then. Yeah. I'll be in Florida, but I'll be home by March 30, definitely, 100%. March 30, 7 p.m., USBC Masters, Sunday, March 31st at 1 p.m. Man, there's a lot of bowling. There's a ton of bowling, this week, this year. Love this thing. All right. So then you got PBA Elite League at Allen Park, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April 6th, 7, and 14. Or excuse me, hold on. PBA Elite League at Allen Park, day 1 and day 2. That is April 6 and 7. And Roth Holman doubles on Fox Sports 1. That's awesome. WSOB starts on March 15. So that's really cool. March 15. And then April 15. April 15, tax day, Rob Stone's birthday. I wonder if he's going to be in the booth. April 15, you have the Cheetah Championship. The 16th, you have the Scorpion Championship. You have the the Shark Championship on Monday or Wednesday, April 17 at 7 p.m. Defending champion is, of course, our guest, Matt Ogle. So that's going to be great. And then you have the World Championship semifinals broadcast live, and then the finals. I wonder what that is going to be. Because, I mean, the semifinals, what I'm curious. I really am curious. I can't wait to watch bowling this year. World Championship finals are 20th and 21st of April. Incredible. Elite League at Fairlawn and the Riviera Lanes. And then Tournament of Champions finals on Sunday, April 28th. PBA playoffs are coming back in May 4, May 5, May 12, May 19. And then, wow. And then the PBA League in Portland, Maine. Starting September 15. So that is incredible. Oh, and here we got our guest, two-time PBA champion, not 1.5. Don't you ever cheat him out of that title, half a title. We got Matt Ogle with us. Matt, how are you, buddy?
All right, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, and thank you so much for doing this. So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
do
Yes,
people
sir.
really tell you have 1.5 titles
Oh yeah, all the time.
all the time? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah. That's
that is
So I have to win another doubles title, so I have two apparently.
there you go. That is awesome. So thank you very much for joining me. And so not only do you bowl, but you also have a landscaping business. Let's talk about that. How did you get started with? When did you start that up?
2001. I was landscaping. I actually worked for a friend of mine in my high school years doing lawn care, and it's kind of what I wanted to do. So I tried to go to college for about 6 weeks, and I decided that wasn't for me. And then we got back home and took over someone's lawn care, and that's where it went from there.
That's awesome because I don't really know of people that a lot of people hate doing that kind of work. It's like Who wants to do
Yeah.
landscaping? I mean, that's really cool. You
Yeah, I
know.
like to be outside, so it's I don't like to be tied down.
Now, can we talk about rates and where to find you, or do rates for
No,
that?
yeah, I don't. I'm not trying to expand, so we'll just leave it like it is. I'm trying to get out
All
of it,
right.
actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you go. So let's get into it. How did you start bowling?
Basically, been in a bowling alley ever since I was born. My parents bowled a lot. Started bowling when I was about 3, and ever since then, I've took a passion for it, and I love it.
That's awesome. So, who coached you?
A lot of people. I've had a
Mhm.
lot of coaches over the years. Basically, my dad started coaching me for a while, and then got some help from some local guys, and then Mike Wolf, and then a friend of mine, Roy Callow, Tony Lambert, some local guys. A lot of locals helped me out throughout my career. So those are just some of the bigger names that most people recognize around here, and it's I appreciate every one of them, and I took everybody's advice and kind of put it all into one, and here I am.
Mhm. That's awesome. So, what did you accomplish in your bowling life that made you ready to try the tour and think you would be successful?
I guess when I had 300 games at the Masters, I think it was 2016 in a 5 game block. I think the second game was 300 and the last game was 300. And I led the Masters for 2 days as an amateur. So I felt like that was about time. And then I went on tour in 2017, 18 and got my head smashed in. And I was like, well, maybe this ain't for me.
Mm,
And then in 2019, I won a title with Sean. So I guess I was right where I needed to be.
yeah. What would you say your best moment on tour was? There is.
For sure, winning the first title, first career title with Sean. Obviously the singles title means a lot to me, but just getting that first one under your belt is one I'll never forget.
Yeah. What would you say is your worst moment on tour so far?
Well, that could be at any point in the year. Well, I'll say my worst moment was I led a tournament. I believe it was Jackson. No, it's Kokomo. I think I was leading that tournament for 2 blocks. And then the next block, I bowled 135 to start the third block, and that was pretty embarrassing. So everybody was there, kind of watching me. They followed the leader, so um, that was pretty embarrassing for me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
So I know that your PBA career is young, and but who would you say you have whose number do you have on TV? Like, who do you beat a lot, or on TV or in match play during the week?
Uh, I don't really know. I don't really keep track of that. I don't think I've bowled. What I would like to do is bowl Sean on TV. I'll just put it
Oh,
that way. That would be kind of fun. I don't know how it would go. I would probably smash his head in, but because I'm always the one carrying him on TV anyway. So
mhm. Yeah.
uh, yeah, no, but he's that'd be fun to bowl against him for
Oh,
sure
that'd
on
be awesome.
TV.
I know it's gonna happen. You think it could happen this year?
I hope so.
Yeah.
God willing, we're both healthy and we get through the year. But yeah, I think there's always a chance that we could both be on TV and bowl each other.
So the tour schedule came out this year. What sticks out in your mind, you know, for stops?
Well, we're going back to Delaware for the doubles, or not for the doubles, but we're going back to Delaware to bowl. Me and Sean finished second there, so I think we're going to do well there, both of us. Detroit, we're back in Detroit for the World Series. I always love bowling in Detroit at Thunder Bowl. Great place, great facility, and I want to bowl in the arena for a title. So hopefully we can get it done this year.
Absolutely. I was looking at that. I love that. I love that schedule. There's a ton of Fox shows,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
Every tournament has a show now, I think.
oh, that's incredible. That's really
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. That's great for us. More incentives for TV bowling, and more times for us to get on TV, be recognized.
Yeah. So, what was your first ball staff, and when did you sign?
Oh man. Um, well, back in the day, Man, that's a good question. I think my first ball staff was with uh, nine 900 Global, but I think Brian Graham was sending me balls from Ebonite before that, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. But I signed my first official staff contract with 900 Global.
Yeah.
Did that for I think a year or two, and then I ended up going to I believe it was. I don't think I signed with Ebonite really. I think Brian was sending me balls after the 900 Global contract, and then I signed my first pro staff deal with Deviate.
Yeah.
I've been with them since 2011, so almost 12 years, 13 years.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
July of 24 will be 13 years.
Yeah. What are your goals for the 2024 season?
I would like to win a major. I'd like to win more titles, but I definitely want to win a major. We have 5 of those a year, and I think I've got a good chance of doing that if I put my head down and work hard.
Yeah.
I think I can get it done, though. It's hard to win those.
Yeah. Adam wants to know, he says hello, and he says, do you think the PBA will have in either PBA Tour Finals or the playoffs at Cavalier next year?
Hey, Adam, what's up? I don't know. I don't know more. I don't know the details about that stuff. I would hope so. That would
Mhm.
be awesome. I'm not sure we'll go back to Cavalier, but those special events seem to happen in those places. So hopefully.
Yeah. All right. What did you think of the yellow oil at Cavalier last year? Would you? Was that-
Nah, I didn't really. Yeah, it didn't. I don't really care about the. I don't even really remember bowling on the blue oils or anything
Oh,
when I
okay.
bowled on them. So you kind of zone that out, really. I guess.
Yeah. So let's jump ahead 40 years. You've retired from the tour. You had your career. Um, what does your career, what does your resume look like for you to say, I've done all I could. I'm really satisfied with my PBA career. What would you like to accomplish?
um, I guess one of everything. That'd be a major, a singles, a doubles, and then also the PBA league team.
Yeah.
That would be something for me. Obviously, I'd like to get to 5+ titles. That would be awesome too. But 40 years from now, I may not be bowling 5 years from now on tour. So
Yeah. Mhm.
40 years is a long way.
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So, what would you say right now is your favorite tour stop so far?
Favorite tour stops, I think for me is always going to be Fairlawn, Ohio. Um, you know, the TOC, Riviera Lanes. That's just a great. I just love walking into that bowling center. There's not much room for the settee, but that doesn't.
Mhm.
You kind of overlook that because it's just the setting is just amazing. I've got the old school banners hanging up from all the past champions, and got bleachers set up for the fans to watch. It's just a great deal. They all the high school kids come out and cheer on people, so it's a great event. That's one of my favorites.
So I've done this before, but you ever bowl a tournament where you're so hungry to win, you're so like you want to win so bad that do you ever think about winning too much, or do you just kind of channel it in?
Yeah, I do it all the time. I get ahead of myself. I get anxious.
Yeah.
I want to win. This year at the TOC, ironically, I just bowled. I didn't really think about anything. I ended up qualifying, I think fourth, finished fourth in the tournament,
Mhm.
fourth or fifth. I don't remember, fifth, I believe. But
Mhm.
that was for once. I kind of put everything behind me. And I just bowled. I didn't worry about the outcome
Yeah.
because you can't change it.
Um,
I mean, it's going to happen.
oh, right. Absolutely. Where's your least favorite tour stop, would you say so far?
Least favorite tour stop. That's kind of a loaded question. I can't really.
Okay.
Uh, let me think about it.
Sure.
Least favorite tour stop. It used to be the World Series until I won, no matter where it was at. I never
Yeah.
seemed to cash in that tournament, but I did pretty well this year, so hopefully I got the monkey off my back. But it
You
used
won
to
the
be the World
shark?
Series. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
You won the
Yeah.
shark. That's awesome. What's your favorite oil pattern? If they were to, you know, let you design an oil pattern, You like it long or short?
Yeah, long patterns for sure. I don't like the short patterns. I thought it was chameleon for a while until I didn't make any cashes on chameleon except for 1 year out of like 5. So I guess shark would be my favorite right now.
Fresh in your mind.
Yeah,
So what's your bugaboo on the short? Like what kind of problems do you run into?
I feel like I have to throw it so hard. I overthrow it. I don't
Yeah.
stay balanced. I've got a lot of stuff that goes wrong.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's something I need to work on for sure.
Oh sure. Where would you like to see the PBA tour uh go that they don't go right now?
I'd like to see more Florida stops in the winter or southern stops because we keep going north. Not that I hate it at all, but we keep going north in the winter where it's cold and snow, and I'd like to go south for once for a whole tour season.
I just got a message from Tom Clark. The PBA league is now in January 2024. Sorry, Nick. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, in back in Maine, yeah, sure, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. What's this Alaska tour stop in December? Shoot. Oh no.
Yeah, or to be in
So
Alaska or something.
yeah. All right. So what is a PBA rule that you agree with?
I think I'm not sure if it's a rule. The double jump method. I like that. I like the way that works out on tour for us. One on each
Yeah.
side goes, then you go. One on each side goes, then you go. I feel like that at levels, not levels. It makes everybody finish at a similar time. Within 5-10 minutes. We're not all waiting on people to get the cut number or moving pairs. I think that's a great aspect that we could put into league bowling. Actually, it would make league go faster if people did the same thing if they were ready.
All right. So right. So if you were to do all right, so let's because you're not the only person that's talked about double jumping. I think Santu actually talked about it as well. So if we're bowling on 7, 8, and 9 and 10, 7 goes first, 8, and then 10 go. Like, how does it work?
So 7 and 8. If you're bowling on 7 and 8,
Yep.
5 and 6 has to go, and 9 and 10 has to go before you can go. So one pair on each side has to go before I can bowl.
Doesn't matter if you're on 7 or 8.
No, it doesn't matter. That pair has to wait on one pair to the left and right of you.
Got it. Okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah. So 5 and 6 would have to wait on 3 and 4 and 7 and 8.
Why do you think they don't do that in league?
Because league bowlers just want to go to have fun. They're not there to get done quick. They're just there to enjoy themselves, which makes sense. I mean, I get it. People go out and smoke. They go to the bar, get some drinks. They go down to the lanes and give jackpot money away. I mean, we're there to bowl. There's no jackpots. There's no drinking. There's no smoking. We're there to bowl. So it would be hard to implement that in league.
Do you bowl league at home?
Yeah.
So
Wednesday nights.
Does it throw you off?
No, I wouldn't say it throws me off. I'm just used. It's just a natural for me to wait for somebody on both sides to go.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it kind of gets me, I don't know. No, I wouldn't say aggravated, but it's like, hey, we waiting on, but then I'm like, wait, I don't have to wait on him. So now I can go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What is a PBA rule you disagree with?
So there's a rule that if there's a pin in the back, like on the gutter, in the gutter side, if you're shooting a 7-pin and that pin is on the 10-pin side, just laying in the gutter behind the sweep, you cannot throw until that pin gets moved.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait for somebody to move that pin before you can shoot that spare. Because what they say is, I guess, that if that pin is laying there and you're shooting a split, say the 4, 6, 7, 10, you slide it over, it hits that pin, it comes back out of the gutter and knocks those 2 pins down. It's an advantage that not everyone gets. Mm-hmm. So I think that's if it's like a 6-10 and it's in the 7 side, the pin is laying down on the 7-pin side gutter, left side gutter, you should still be able to shoot it. You should have to wait for somebody to move that pin.
Is that a PBA rule or is that a USBC rule?
I think it's a PBA rule. Yeah, it's not USBC. Yeah, USBC doesn't implement that.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see here. So what is not a PBA rule that should be?
I'm not a big rules guy, so
All
after
right.
I just answered those 2 questions, but
Yeah.
what is not a rule that should be?
Mhm.
Man, you got some good questions.
Thanks, man. When I
What is
started, while you're thinking, when I started this podcast, Parker was the first pro that I interviewed. And a lot of people told me that, hey, you should write down your questions. Don't just kind of fly off the whatever, because I know you guys. But
Yeah,
when I was interviewing Parker, I was like writing down these questions, and I was like, these are good questions. So I ask
yeah,
every pro that because every answer is always going to be different,
yeah, for sure.
so, but
What is not a rule that should be?
mhm.
That's a great question.
Plus I want some dirt,
Yeah, I don't really have. What's a rule that? You got me on that one, bud. What is
Uh,
not a rule that should be?
let me get your opinion on this. Should somebody not shave their eyebrows before they do a podcast? I did that.
Maybe that should be a rule. You should not. You can't shave your eyebrows before you bowl.
Shout out to my buddy Mike Val. I don't know if you know Mike yet, but he messages me and says, "Why'd you shave your eyebrows?" I said, "Oh, it was something to do," and it really was. I got the not plug anything, but I got this micro touch titanium shaver, and it's great for
Yeah.
shaving your head. And I was like, "Screw it, I'm going to shave my eyebrows." And he's like, "You look like a potato." I said, perfect. That's awesome. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for you on that one.
No, that's all right, man. That's all right.
Yeah, yeah. I might have to think about
Uh,
that one. I'll send you a message.
there you go. What is the best part about being a pro bowler?
For me, it's helping the kids. Letting them give them somebody to watch, look up to. Because I remember being one of those kids and looking up to the pros. And I'll put my shoes on just like they do. They can approach us, or most of us, not
Yeah.
everybody, but I do it for the kids. There's a few over the 2 weeks ago we did clinics in Michigan, and there was a few that stood out that I was like, man, that's kind of like me. I was one of those kids, and I was glad to be able to give back to those kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm 42 years old, and that clinic in Augusta meant the absolute world to me. That was just
Well, that's good, man.
shouldn't have, but I mean, because it's just another day, and yeah, it's cool to hang out with the pros. But I mean, that was every time I get
Yeah,
to
for
do
sure,
that,
man.
it's life changing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's times where at tournaments we're frustrated. We don't want to talk to anybody. We don't even want to talk to our roommates or our tour buddies. But if somebody comes up to me, I'm still going to talk to them. But
Oh yeah.
if they see that we're frustrated, maybe kind of wait till we come back out of the paddock. We've
Oh
done
yeah.
our thing,
Yeah.
and chilled out. But everybody will talk to you.
Everybody that I talk to, I always, you ever worry that, geez, somebody, how many people want my autograph, or how many people, if I become friends with them, are they going to want a ball from me or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that I don't care, Matt, if you knock down another pin a day in your life. I'm always going to be proud of you if you get all gutter balls, as if you shot 300. So
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
absolutely.
That means a lot.
No, really, I mean it. So Adam wants to know if you're looking forward to bowling the USBC Masters at Suncoast Bowling Center in Vegas.
Yeah, I always do pretty well there at Suncoast. Back in my true amateur tournament days, the TAT tournament, and all those, high roller, and there were some other ones too, Brunswick Shootout. But I love bowling there. That was one of my favorite bowling centers. So yeah, I'm excited to go back. I'm not excited to go to Vegas, but I'm excited to bowl at Suncoast.
I believe Jason Couch won there in 2007, beat Billy Oatman. Rest in peace, Billy Oatman.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. He was fun to watch on TV. Both of them were.
Yeah. Definitely was. What would you say is the worst part about being a pro bowler?
Being away from my family. That's my whole deal. We're going to travel, I think, 4 or 5 weeks this year, not coming back. That's going to be tough for me especially, and I'm sure for some of the other guys too, the families and kids and whatnot. But that's tough.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, has your son recovered from that little tree?
Yeah.
tree
He's
branch?
good now.
Yeah, good.
Yep, he's
Awesome.
good. He's got the little scar. He still talks about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm
Yeah,
glad to hear that. All
was a
right,
scary
so
week.
we're gonna do this thing called going flush in the pocket. It's just a fun. When was the last time you shot 300, Matt?
About a month ago.
There you go. Well, you're gonna do one tonight, and no thinking, just uh, just 12 random questions. So, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is going to be sweet and sour chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a sweet and sour chicken guy.
There you go.
That's not something I would have every day, but it's something I enjoy eating when I eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not a pizza guy. I hate pizza.
You hate pizza.
I hate pizza. I can't stand pizza. But I'll eat it if I have to. I can't
I'm
stand it though.
curious. So,
Yeah,
in Augusta, that
that's
was torture for you.
it wasn't torture, but I just don't do pizza. I'm just not a pizza guy. It's
That's
not
all right.
something I wouldn't pick pizza out of a lineup
Yep.
of. I mean, I wouldn't say I would eat anchovies, but it's pretty close.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite music?
Country. I'm a country guy. I could live in the country. So
Check out my website, b105radio.com.
B105. All right.
b105radio.com. I run my own internet radio station, so
Nice. Yeah,
oh
I'll
yeah.
throw in some old school country or rap too. So
Hey, there you go.
yeah.
If you could have dinner with 3 people, living or past, who would they be and why?
Living or past. I guess the first one's going to be my mother. She's passed away.
Sorry for your loss.
Obviously, she's my mother, so that's why I would have dinner with her. I'd like to talk to her again.
Yeah.
Her birthday's coming up actually, the 21st.
Yeah.
Man, that's another good one. That was the first one off my head, but I think I would like to have lunch with or dinner with some of the old pros.
Yeah.
You know, like Dick Weber. I've always wanted to have a lunch dinner with Mark Roth. You know, I
Yeah.
feel like he would have some good stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a Miller 6-pack, and a lot of this I got from Randy, and I've asked this question several times. I never asked why. He did, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe because it's like, who would you rather have dinner with, 3 people, living or past? And it's like, well, then, I would never thought about asking why, but no, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Sure.
That's cool. What do you do to take your mind off of bowling?
When I'm bowling
What do you do
or
to
at
take
home.
your mind off of bowling? No, like, I mean, not necessarily maybe while you're bowling, or what do you do to relax, I guess?
So like when I'm at home, when I relax, I like to go fishing. So I went fishing today with my father, and just kind of, I didn't think about anything but fishing. Just us catching fish, and that kind of it's my relaxation on the lake. It's I don't think about anything but
That
fishing. So
that's awesome. And I saw you on Bowling with the Pfeff, and I mentioned that I sat with your father last year in Portland, and he was an amazing man. I think the world of him.
yeah, he's a good guy. I appreciate you hanging out with him. He's he loves everything I do and can't say anything bad about me for whatever reason. There's plenty to say, but he always hypes me up.
There you go. Shout out to Doug, man. Hopefully you're doing well. What are you are you a party all night guy, or quiet night at home?
Nah, quiet night at home. I used to be that party guy. I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
The sooner I can
Favorite
get to bed, the better off I'll be.
Oh, there you go. Favorite line from a movie?
Uh, Once again, it's kind of like the pizza. I'm not a movie guy, so
Oh, neither am
I
I.
don't, I don't remember much about movies. I just watch them and I move on. I'm not a big movie guy.
All right. What are you
Yeah, I'm kind of
binge
in the
watching?
moment.
Yeah, oh yeah. I hear you.
Binge.
What are you
I'll
binging?
binge watch Yellowstone.
Yep. Can I ask where you met your wife?
Bowling.
Yeah, good.
Bowling alley. Yeah, she used to bowl. She was actually a national college champion for Pikeville, and she got done with college, came back and bowled league a couple times, and was like, I don't want to bowl anymore. So she doesn't even bowl.
Oh, all right. Favorite toy as a child?
Game Boy.
Oh, hey. There you go.
Yeah, Not too many people know about that.
Yeah, well, I definitely know about that.
Yeah, shows our age.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Adam wants to know. He says you're gonna have a month off for the USBC Masters or whatever.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule, but well, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's quite a bit of time off in between something, but yeah, it's. I'll still be practicing. I'll still stay sharp and bowl something back home, and I'll bowl league about every other day. So, or
There you
not
go.
league, but practice. I'll practice every other day.
Sure. What would you say is the smartest thing you've ever done?
Well, you're supposed to say I married my wife, but uh, smartest thing I ever did. I went in business for myself.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
What would you say is the dumbest thing you've ever done?
Mm. I mean, you want me to write it all down, or
No, whatever you
there's a
want.
list. There's a
Oh, is
list.
there?
I'm
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Dumbest thing. Let's see. Uh, Nothing really pops out. I mean, I've done a lot of dumb shit.
That's all right. All right. All right. So you're a professional bowler, but if you could trade sports, for trade places with one athlete, they would be a professional bowler, and you would be a what? Who would you like to trade places with for one day? Or
Oh, do I get their salaries too?
yeah, absolutely.
I'll take Tiger Woods. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Right.
I'm not a golf guy either. I don't play golf or nothing, but I'll take that for a day to be as good as him at golf.
You don't play golf. Are you sure you belong on the PBA tour? Because a lot of those guys play golf.
Yeah. So what? Funny story if we got time.
No, we got all the time you want.
All right. So I think we were in Tampa, Florida. It was me, Sean, Ronnie Russell, and Marshall Kent. They're like, we're gonna go off, and I'm like, okay, it's a real nice course. You know, it's everything's perfect. It's like it's Pebble Beach kind of material for me. Like, well, I've never been to Pebble Beach, but from what I've seen, it's what it's like, really nice. They're like, all right, Matt, you're gonna go first. Well, we got up to the first tee, and there's two guys waiting on two more guys for their foursome. So I'm like, they're like, just go ahead and play through. I'm like, or you can go ahead and start and go in front of us. I'm like, oh boy, okay. So I've got Ronnie and Marshall, pretty good golfers, really good golfers. I got Sean, he's a good golfer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm teeing off first. I don't golf. I don't do none of that. I don't have my own clubs or nothing. I'm using Sean's clubs. I'm probably got a $2,000 driver. I'm in tennis shoes, and I right down the middle. I mean, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're natural." I'm like, "Just give it some time. Just give it some time." Next shot, right in front of the green, probably I don't know, 100 yards out, I guess. Then I get my my chipping wedge, I guess you call it, and I hit it, and it went bing, 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 bing right off somebody's house because I hit it too hard. I don't know what I'm doing. They're like, "Oh yeah, we get it now." I only played like 7 holes out of those 18.
All right. So let me ask you this: if kind of off the sheet here, when I go to a tournament and I hang out with these people, I mean, I go to tournaments with them and whatever, and stuff's expensive out there, food and everything, whatever. When I go to a tournament, once I'm done, I want to go to the hotel, order a pizza, watch TV because that'll last me 3 days if I'm there for 3 days. What kind of guy are you? Do you want to go out and party and once you're done a block, do you go back to the hotel and just relax? Or
I used to be that guy to go out and hang out and go do whatever, have a couple drinks at the bar. But since I started rooming with Sean, I guess 3-4 years ago, we're done. We get some dinner. We go to the room.
That's
done.
awesome.
Yeah, that's I mean that's helped my career a lot. I think. I mean, because you're rested. You got food in you. You got energy to ready to go the next day. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want people to remember you?
Just as a genuine bowler, I care about everybody's game, and I'm just a guy that kind of helps everybody. I feel like do more for everybody else than I do for myself sometimes, and it kind of gets in the way. But that's just how I am. It's just what I do.
Well, I appreciate it, man. This went quick. Do you know of anybody, kind of going back, do you know of anybody who has your number on TV or in match play during the week? You said you don't keep track of that, but
Yeah. Actually, I do have somebody's number. I do
all
have
right,
somebody's number.
all right.
Kyle Sherman.
Oh, okay,
So crazy is so obviously me and Sean beat them on TV to win our title.
right.
I think the next year me and Mike Dole are bowling Brad and Kyle in the finals at the Holiday Doubles,
Mm-hmm.
and ended up beating him. And then there was another tournament where he ended up beating me finally, and he's like, "Yeah, now I got you. Now I got you." But as far as on TV, I don't think I bowled multiple people.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I've only made 3 or 4 shows, so
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not. But
Who did you look up to when you were when you were dreaming about being a pro?
Well, Mike Wolf was our local, so he's got 5 or 6 titles. Every time he won, I was right there watching it, and he was beating Chris Barnes and Norm Duke and Walter Ray. I was watching all those guys. So, they were all kind of looking up. I was looking up to them, and Mike Wolf was pretty much one of the ones that I kind of idolized as a kid.
Yeah. So our next guest Saturday night is Brian Goebel.
Nice.
You ever watch? I'm sure you've seen.
Oh
him
yeah.
bowl. I'm sure you've met him.
He's a great bowler. He's awesome. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to be a good interview.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So that's Saturday night at 8:00. Matt, thank you so much for doing this, and my best to you and your family, and good luck on the PBA Tour in 2024.
All right, no problem. But if you need anything, let me know. I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, man. Talk to you later.
All right, we'll see you.
All right. So that's Matt Ogle, and so that is awesome. Great interview, great guy, and yeah. So our next guest, like I said, is Brian Goebel. Saturday night, 8:00 on right here, Flush in the Pocket, and I will talk to you soon. And we will go over. I will figure out when we will go over the PBA schedule. You can check it out at pba.com. This has been brought to you by Just in Time Recreation. Check them out at justintimebowl.com. And 207-786-2695. I mean, they have a long road before they're open again and back to normal. And my heart goes out to them. I love those guys, Justin and Sam. You guys are amazing. And I'll talk to you guys later. This has been Flush in the Pocket, presented by Brunswick, sponsored by Just in Time Recreation.